it's good to see you here. My name is Evelyn, and today I'm going to show you a strategy that is particularly well suited for those who are new to trading. We're going to show you how to find the right moments to enter, not based on intuition or guesswork, but on logic and structure. I'll tell you right away, everything you'll see, I'll show you in real time. I've purposely brought out the basic tools to model a situation as close as possible to what beginners start with. Everything on the screen is practical and applicable, even if you're just still learning the basics. So make yourself comfortable. We're going to start calmly and step by step. Let's go! Before we continue, I want to invite you to a space where learning is easier and more relaxed. I'm talking about my closed community, a place where you can not just watch videos, but step by step master the system I have been building for years. There is no information overload, no rush, just calm discussions, real situations, and my personal support. Everything is organized in such a way that even someone who hears about trading for the first time today can calmly understand and not get lost. I regularly answer participants' questions and accompany beginners at the start, because I know that the first steps are the most important. If you want to learn consciously, with understanding, and in the right environment, just follow the link in the attached comment. It would be the point where your journey begins. Now, let's get on with it. Let's move on to the session. I have already opened the platform. You can see it on the screen. Now, I will set up all the settings I need and select pairs and indicators. Indicators are important because with their help, you can analyze the current behavior of the chart and evaluate possible scenarios of its change. So, all the presentations are done, the settings are set, it's time to begin. On the chart, we see an indefinite back and forth movement. This is what happens when the market moves within one corridor without a clear direction. Now the chart has approached the lower boundary. There was an accumulation from those that went down. This could indicate that its line will go up again from the lower level. I'm making the decision to go up as well. This is a very typical situation when the chart fluctuates and moves kind of sideways. That's a good example. And I am on to the next pair. Here we see a sharp reversal and subsequent upward movement. Indicators confirm the indicator is now pushing up to the local level. In such situations, according to my experience, there is a probability of breaking the level, which means, in my opinion, it's time for me to make a decision and go up as well. I expect the movement to continue. And indeed, the breakthrough occurred. Such moments are especially important when you can see the trend and confirmation from the indicator. If you are watching now and you feel a little tension, that's normal. When you start something new, there is always this moment of, what if I don't understand? What if I don't succeed? In fact, you're not alone with these thoughts. Almost everyone who comes into the topic of trading feels the same way. But you know what helps? An environment. A space where you can ask questions, where they'll explain things to you without pressure and help you take the next step. That's what I created my community for. There you don't have to pretend you understand everything. You can be yourself and learn at your own pace. If it's important for you not just to listen, but to start figuring things out with support and without overload, follow the link in the attached comment. I will do my best to make the entry into trading clear and comfortable. And now let's go back. And here, after the decline, the market approached an important level, broke it, and came back again. This is called a retest. It can be a sign that the level will be a resistance. I make a decision to go down, as I expect a corresponding bounce. In this case, the market behaved according to expectations. We do not stop, we go further. I see a downtrend here, and it happens after a short break. I assume that there will be no reversal, so I intend to decide to follow this trend and go down. As you can see, there was no reversal here. There was a short respite before the trend continuation. Let's move on. On this chart, we see this structure. It means that the trend for the downward movement is supported by a large number of people. The chart line has also crossed the yellow indicator line, which presumably indicates the beginning of the return to previous positions. That is, the resumption of the downward movement. I assume that it is worth going down, waiting for the line to reach at least the accumulation zone. Such patterns can indicate a change of direction. This is a technique I use in my practice. Let's move on. Here we have a struggle worthy of an Oscar-winning thriller. At first, the market went downward, but then sharply turned around. This may indicate that the participants who are waiting for the continuation of the upward movement started to act. Now there is a consolidation above the lower zone, and I'm going up, continuing on the continuation of growth. When there are major players behind the movement, this can be seen. I also take such moments into account and use them. After the growth, the downward movement started again, and the familiar situation was formed on the chart again. This may indicate that the chart line started moving in the opposite direction. Here the line crossed the yellow line of the indicator, and I'm assuming that the move will continue. I'm going down, expecting that the decline will be prolonged. Keep up the pace. Let's move on. What do we see here? After a strong upward movement, an interesting structure has appeared on the chart, which indicates that the upward movement is getting weaker. And if the strength is running out, it may mean that the market is ready to roll down. Further chart movement confirm this. I'm assuming that this is the moment for a move down, as it has already started. I'm entering the downside, expecting the move to continue. Paying attention to the signs means you're ready. Moving on. And now I observe another situation. After the pullback, the chart line has returned under the indicator, and both lines are now directed downward. This may indicate the resumption of the downtrend. I'm going down too. Continuing my movement along the trend. In such cases, in my opinion, there is a probability of a continuation of the downward movement. Meanwhile, we have one last pair. Here I see that the indicator return has reached a lower level from where the market started to bounce. I evaluate the indicators and assume that there might be an upward movement, so I go in up. So we've wrapped up the session, and let's move on to the conclusions. Sometimes all it takes to make a difference is not to look, but to try. Not to be perfectly prepared, but just to take the first step. If you've already watched it to the end, it means you're interested and maybe you are ready to start for real. I've created a community so you don't walk this path alone. There you can learn in a clear system, ask questions, and feel that every step has a support. If you have a desire, follow the link in the attached comment and join. I will help you get started. Thank you for being here, and maybe we'll see you inside very soon. See you soon.